Namaste. About to the divine presence in you. In today's Michelleology, I'm Michelle, and I'm your motivator on this Freedom Friday, this perfect opportunity to create a space that is conducive to the things that you want to open up in your life. So today we're going to continue talking about we're in the progress of overcoming the spirit of lack. And so what we're going to do today is talk about trust. In Proverbs 3:5, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. So when we talk about trust, it means the confidence that you have in your Savior, the confidence that you have in your spirituality, the confidence that you have in the Most High, the spirit that guides your inner being. And so when we talk about that, we begin to understand that we cannot make this journey alone, that there's a higher intelligence that we operate in, that all scientists know about, the things that they cannot explain. They'll say a higher intelligence. So we have to be mindful. We have to establish a relationship with God. And how do you do that? Meditation, prayer, just sitting in the silence, studying the word, all types of ways to enhance your relationship. It's almost like a love affair that you have with a person. You know, the more time that you spend with that person, the more you trust them, the more that you grow in love with them, that you connect and join with them. So this is the same thing. If we're going to make it through this journey, and there are so many things that are challenging us today, there's a bunch of deaths. There are financial challenges that we are facing. And so we have to go into our inner being and begin to trust ourselves, to trust the Lord, to trust God, to trust Allah, to trust the Most High, the Infinite One in His wisdom. However you title that intelligence, that greatness, that spirit that overcomes everything that you'll ever face. And so what we have to do is be mindful of what we're thinking. We have to focus and we have to pay attention, because there are 60 to 70,000 thoughts that go through your head a day. And so some of them we have got to delete. Others of them we have got to listen to. And that's why I am promoting heart first thinking, and then you line it up with your head. Your head is full of fear. Your head will lie to you, but your heart is full of faith, and it will never lie to you. It will always bring you the truth. And so as we begin to motivate ourselves, evolve into that place, into that space where we're able to take authority over the very power that's in us, we'll begin to trust the process. And when I say trust the process, is your steps have been ordered. The more that you seek God, the more that He will reveal to you the things that you're really challenged with. We are challenged with so many things, but we can make this. It is not a time to give up. It is a time to get up. And when we get up, we expose ourselves to some more strength. The more we go through, the more strength we gain. And the more that we have an experience with God, to know that if He brought us out of this and out of that, He can certainly bring us out of what we're dealing with too. But you've got to travel on a one-on-one basis. You've got to travel with that spirit, with that intelligence, to know what your next step is. Now, all the time you won't see your next step. You will hear your next step, but you won't see it. And sometimes we've been so controlled to seeing it to believe it, but we really have to hear it in our inner ear and feel it in our heart and be motivated to move forward. So in today's Michelleology, I'm encouraging you to first trust yourself. We must always start with self, our inner self. We must love ourselves. We must trust ourselves to make positive decisions for our life, to make positive steps that's going to ensure us of a life of joy, of peace. Will you have challenges? Of course you will. We always have challenges. But I look at them as opportunities to expose your greatness, opportunities to expose your authenticity. So you got to turn that thing around. You got to reverse it. The negative that you see, you got to reverse it to a positive. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in depression, anxiety, stress, and those are emergency modes that keep your body in a place that your whole mind just shuts down. When you're in stress or depression, you cannot think. What you do is you put yourself on repeat and begin to repeat. In depression, you repeat your past. In anxiety, you repeat the fear of your future. But in reality, you stay in your present now. Right now is your only reality. As we begin to move forward on that, as we begin to expand our consciousness, as we begin to ignite our chakra, our energy spaces that's within our bodies, we begin to move in a greater space, in a greater place, in a greater mind, in a greater heart in our lives. And we begin to feel the joy, that emotional stability, that no matter what happens to us, we are unshakable. So as we begin to move through that, we begin to pinpoint the very place, the purpose, the destiny that God has set up for us. We are not in this alone. I know you feel alone sometimes when you're going through and there's nobody around, but I promise you that intelligence, that great intelligence, that is not artificial. Remember, artificial intelligence is the smartphone and the computer. The difference between the great intelligence and artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence does not have a heart. If something doesn't have a heart, it is artificial. So you can't be moved by it. You can't be controlled by it. You can't be led by it. You have to be led and trust the heart of God. Well, this is Michelle, and I'm your motivator. In today's Michelleology, on this Freedom Fridays, on this Fresh Friday, we are going forward. We are expanding. We are increasing. We're coming from the last to the first. We are in rapture season. All of this space around you is creative space. So remember, you've been created by the Creator to be creative. So start creating your creations today and stop duplicating others. Well, may the love, joy, peace, and power and sound-mindedness be your soul food for today. I am wishing you greatness. I'm wishing you energy. I'm sending you energy into the atmosphere. This is the day that you change the direction of your life if you are not pleased with the way that it's going. Yes, come on, subscribe so that you know when my next video is coming out. I am Michelle. I am your motivator. And I'm hoping and praying that this is your best day ever.